So it's only necessary to be what you truly are. And that's a divine state. In that divine state, you walk in truth. You don't need to perform. You don't need to be anything other than the truth of the moment. And the paradox is that the truth of the moment changes. So what you were expressing as non-linearly, which is the context of the truth of your being, gets manifested as the linear content of the expression of your soul in that particular frame of reality. Yet what you truly are, the magnificence of your full being, that doesn't have any contraction or any sense reference to that particular I. Because if you were the particular I, don't you think that as you change, you would forget the previous moment? Yet if you have the ability to go back to the previous moment and remember, what is the awareness that's able to do that? To rewind to the previous moment in which it can see whatever content arose in that frame of experiencing. So if you are your expression, don't you think that you would change when the scene changes with no previous recollection of what was? And that's not really possible, because you are everything and nothing. The truth of abundance, the knowing that whenever you need to see something, that's when you would see it. Not before, not after. You see it when you need to see it. So everything is completely perfect as it is in the moment as it arises. Like this. This is a perfect leaf unfolding. This is a perfect sun unfolding. This is a perfect girl unfolding. And it's perfect as it is. The moment that it needs to be any other thing or beingness, it would shift and transform into that beingness. That removes any sense of anticipation, longing, regret, because there's no need to analyze previous images of past, to give any sense of understanding or integrate any lesson, or lessons are alchemized and integrated. And there's no anticipation of future, because mostly the mind is worried in thoughts of past, regret, shame, guilt, or anticipations of what's going to happen tomorrow. Yet when you're in the edge of the cliff, and you know that you're in the edge of the cliff, and you're not scared because you've lost the fear of fear. The fear of fear is lost completely and forever. Then you are free to be in the moment. One of my favorite analogies is there was this knight that was condemned to be executed. His neck was going to be cut off by the guillotine. And he was in line with 10 other knights, and let's say that it would take 8 minutes per knight. So he had 80 minutes left before he was going to be executed. And because he had no control over the execution, he decided that he was going to hang out and he was going to enjoy, and he talked to the other knights in the line to the execution. Would it have been worth it? The story doesn't end. Then he had the best 80 minutes of his life, and when he reached the guillotine, that's it. He didn't felt it. Boom. Done. Would it have been different, Or how would the situation have been? A friend would have been handled or executed. How would his state of being, how enjoyable would have those last 80 minutes being if this night would have been all contracted and scared, like, oh, my neck's gonna be cut off by the guillotine, oh no, like it would have been the worst last 80 minutes of that night's life. So the point of the story is it really worth it to be stressing of the potential future of dying or getting executed by the guillotine? Or is it better to be really, really present? Because your greatest teacher is the present moment, all the time. And as we are really, really present, then whatever happens in the future happens in the future. Whatever happened in the past is gone. We don't see any past hanging off anybody here. I don't see any past hanging off me. I don't see any future that I hold that creates any sense of fear. Because I don't know. I really don't know. The field responds to me out of the need of the moment, and then focus readjusts itself. And the collective keeps going. It's all getting handled by the nature of consciousness. So you don't have to worry about anything. And this knowing should give you profound peace. Profound peace. This is the end of seeking, the end of fearing, the end of anticipating. This is the space of full conviction that whatever is needed for what's needed shows up exactly in that right moment. Not 1 second before, not 1 second after. And you would enjoy those 80 minutes before the execution of the guillotine if you just know in full presence that it's going to show up. Because as it shows up, then there's something else. There's always going to be the never-ending journey of expansion. Then the soul will want to express something else, create something else. So as cliche as it sounds, it was all about the journey. It's always all about the journey. And the journey is all there is. Present. It's not even present. Because if it's present, it symbolizes that it ends at present. But it doesn't end. It's presence. So we keep planting seeds. And we don't watch them germinate. We don't watch them grow. We just keep planting seeds.